What's up? It's Jordan, location independent. This guy, this is from one of my first videos. Look at his beautiful face. He thinks Bitcoin is a good investment, and so do I. But don't just take my word for it. I'm going to explain exactly why I think like that, prove it to you, and then I'm going to show you how to handle Bitcoin as an investment. All right? So, here's a little itinerary. Look at me, I'm so prepared. Okay? I've made literally, so this is what we're going to cover. I've made every mistake. Literally every mistake in the book. Why do I still believe in it? Number two, after trial and error, the only investment strategy that works. Three, which cryptos to buy. Bitcoin isn't the only one, there's many others. Four, where to buy it. Plenty of websites, how do you know which ones to use? Five, where to store it. Six, where I think the market is now. Now, I am by no means an expert, and there's a lot of people know a ton more than I do, but I'm just going to give you my personal opinion because I really keep up on the news with this, and I watch lots of YouTube videos almost daily. I'm a little bit obsessed, but I'm not like I used to be, man. Last year, wow, I was like, yeah, let's not even go there, okay? But I still keep up on it. And finally, bonus, special gift. Literally no one else is doing this, just because I think it's so important to start getting your feet wet in cryptocurrencies, even if it's just $5 or $10 or $50, whatever you can afford. I want to start and give you your first $5. That's right. I am literally giving you out of my own pocket $5 in Bitcoin or Litecoin. Litecoin is one of the other top cryptocurrencies next to Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to get to more specifics on that later in the video. What you need to know before we get into the whole giveaway, you get a Bitcoin and you get a Bitcoin and you get a Bitcoin. Okay, we'll get there later. Let's talk about why I still believe in this. Okay, we've been in, and it's kind of related to this, where the market is now. I get this from everyone, my parents, my best friends, just people on the street I talk to about Bitcoin. They're like, oh, Bitcoin, oh, you're going to lose so much money. And you know what? It's because they invested, or everyone heard of someone who invested at the beginning of this year or late last year when the market was literally at its peak and went from close to 20 grand all the way down to where it is now, give or take 6,000, maybe a little bit more. But I totally get it. I totally get why they think it's a scam and it's going to zero. But guess what? There's something called Bitcoin obituaries, which I'm going to link below. And it's happened year after year. And this is just a huge list of all of the time Bitcoin is shot up and then shut down again. And in all these major news sources, they say the sky's falling, it's dead, it's over, it's a scam, and the list goes on. And I actually have this nifty chart. Okay, I don't have it. Doesn't matter. But basically, this is how I explained it to my dad, and I'm going to explain it to you as well. Can you see this? I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger. The old-fashioned hand approach. So think of Bitcoin. This is why I believe in it long term. Think of Bitcoin on a very slow incline up, right? Or the long-term trend is up. So on this trend, it'll start here, and it'll go like, shoom, and you're like, oh my God, it's going to go forever. And then it plunges down again, right? Can you see that? Shoom, plunges down again, shoom. But you notice the pattern. Every time it has big ups and big downs, but the next down, even at the very bottom, isn't quite as low as it was last time. And it continues, right? Toom, toom. So now we're like, toom, we're like here, even though it was literally like, it was there at the beginning of the year, the end of 2017, and now it's here. It's still $6,000, still way higher than it was even, I'd say, the beginning of 2017. I don't know, it was a few $100, maybe 1,000. Like, it's still way higher, which brings me to my investment strategy. I'm gonna minimize myself again. This is take it from me, all right? This is the only way that works. Long-term thinking, unless you're a professional day trader, but we're not going to get into that. That's like crazy stuff. Okay. Buy and hold, long-term thinking, dollar cost averaging. Simple. Have you ever heard of KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. Simple and effective. So what I do is, I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but I'll use, so where to buy it. the simplest approach is using Coinbase. Just go to coinbase.com, all right? Um, and you can set up, it's very user-friendly. Once you get an account, and you can use my link below, you're going to get $10 for free if you use that link, and I'll get 10 bucks for free. Win-win. Okay? But you set up an account, and you can do automatic investments just like you're investing in a stock, or or whatever, the mutual fund, something where you put in X amount every week or every month. I put in 25 bucks to Bitcoin every week. That's what I've settled on now. I'm very happy with that. And I will continue to do this. I don't even think about it. It's set it and forget it, whether the market is up or down, because I'm not thinking short term. By the end of the year, maybe even in 2 years, I personally think 2 years it's going to be a lot higher. But let's just be worst case scenario. Who knows how long this bear cycle is going to last? The longest one, I believe, was from 2014 to 2016, and it lasted, I want to say, 19 months. And I have a chart of that somewhere. Whatever. I'll link you to all this stuff. Point being, we can't second guess. And I mean, there's people who are analyzing it and making predictions, and I'm not going to get into that, although I personally think it will go up. But don't worry about it. Long term. Long term. Speaking of which, I have this article that I'm also going to link you to that talks about, even though right now, this author, he makes some really good points why he thinks that the bear cycle will still continue. So where is it here? 6 reasons why the bear market won't end in 2018. And he makes some valid points. Again, it shouldn't even matter to you, because the most important part, again, you can go through this later, is bullish long term. And there's some also even better reasons why to think in 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now, why Bitcoin is going to be a lot higher than it is today. Right? It's been 10 years, and it's continuing, in my opinion, like that. And you can go through these reasons. Okay? All right, where are we here? Yeah, which ones to buy? Now, I'm mentioning Bitcoin a lot as a general term for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the gold of crypto. It is the number one, most battle-tested, the original, and I would stick to, if you're just going to pick one, just stick with Bitcoin. But if you want to have fun and invest, right? So when Bitcoin goes up, the other ones go up more. Think of them as kind of like a silver, or like little penny stocks. They go up a lot, but they follow the trend of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, the other ones go up way more. But when Bitcoin goes down, the other ones go down way more. So they're just more risk to reward. And Bitcoin is already risky as it is. And again, another thing, speaking of how to invest, it should be, actually it's not common sense, because I invested a little bit too much, more than I should have last year. And it hurt, when Bitcoin was going down, I was losing sleep over it. You don't want that. Think of it like going to a casino. You go in with $100, few hundred maybe 50 bucks. If you lose it, that sucks, but you forget about it the next day. That's it. Bitcoin and other cryptos are the same. Just put in what you can afford to lose, whether it's 10, 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is. Just keep that a small percentage of your overall investment portfolio. This is the most fun to me, and I enjoy investing in Bitcoin. But I still hold other, I hold gold, silver, stocks, mutual funds. I try to be as well diversified as possible. And Bitcoin should be just a small percentage, because it is a lot more volatile, the whole risk to reward thing. Okay, so going back to cryptos to buy. If we go here, I would just stick to, if you go to coinmarketcap.com, whatever's in the top 10. Personally, I recommend Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Just stick to those. Why even mess around with other ones if you're doing the buy and hold thing? I'm also recommending those because those are 4 out of the 5 that are available on Coinbase. So you can set up all regular investments, and this is dollar cost averaging. I don't know if I used that word yet, but every week, every month, put in 10 bucks, put in 5 bucks, however you want to do it. You can do that all with Coinbase. And I recommend that, because then you're not even looking at the price and, what is it at now? Should I buy? It's low and now it's high. Forget that. Just set it certain time every day, or sorry, every week, every month, and then That's it. Okay. Now, okay, where to store it, and then I'm going to get to special surprise. So if you think of it like a wallet, like when you have cash in your wallet, if you have like 10 bucks, if you have 50, maybe even $100, if you lose your wallet, it sucks, but you know what? You can deal with it, right? So think of storing your Bitcoin and Litecoin, whatever else you have. If you store it online or on like an app on your phone, and there's like wallets, they're called wallets that you just have on your phone. I'm going to link again to all this because I know I'm going over a lot of information. So for more like resources, just check the description below. Okay. Um, but yeah, that stuff, those wallets like online or on your phone, those could easily get lost, or they're more susceptible to getting hacked potentially. Not saying it will, but just, you know, if you have, let's say, over a few $100s, the safest way is a Trezor or Ledger Nano S. These are hardware wallets. And let's get, where's Jordan the Bitcoin man? Let's pull him up again. I use a Ledger Nano S. See, it's in my picture here, right there, because that's what I like. And you know, I have enough that I want to just keep it secure. And it's like, this thing is basically unbreakable. It is super, like, think of it like a bank vault. It's awesome. Okay. One other thing, and then I'm going to get to the surprise. For a nice intro, if you have Netflix, this is a really cool documentary to watch. It's called Banking on Bitcoin. And here it covers how it started, its future, the technology, you know, why it is such an awesome thing. And I would, yeah, recommend checking this documentary out for a nice little intro overview. Another like intro type for resources, I'm going to again link to this. These are 15, can you see it here? 15 best resources, and this guy links to a bunch of stuff, including 1 minute, what is Bitcoin video, and I don't know, whole bunch of stuff you can look at. Explaining Bitcoin like I'm 5, that's a good one probably for my parents. Okay, now give this a thumbs up if you like all this, because this took me probably 20 takes to do, because it's so much information, and I know it's like a little bit longer than my normal videos, but it's all so important. If you're gonna, you know, it's your money, it's investing. You should really take the time and be careful and methodical and logical about this stuff. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, by the way, and here we go, the surprise. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but no one else is doing this. This is so important. Not just to me, but I think it should be to everyone, because my personal opinion, this is the future. It's a whole new technology. You should get your feet wet, and that's why I'm going to give you $5. That's right. I'm going to give you $5. You're not going to get rich, but hey, 5 free bucks. Why not? In Litecoin or Bitcoin, there we go. Litecoin or Bitcoin, your choice. And all you have to do to get this is I'm going to pick 4 people who comment on my description below of this YouTube video. Just comment and say that you say that you're commenting. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And finally, in my link, again, in this, there's a lot of links in this video. In my link, I have a link to my free cheat sheet, which you can just, you know, sign up for my email list and you get that free cheat sheet. So make sure you sign up for that list, and in that form, when you get the cheat sheet, you can put your YouTube username, so I know that you're subscribed. And in about a month, so I don't have my ledger on me, I'm not going to tell you where it is, but when I get it in about 1 or 2 months from where it is, I will then send you $5 in Litecoin or Bitcoin, your choice. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm awesome. You're awesome. The world is awesome. Bitcoin is awesome. And Litecoin. All right. And if you have any questions, also feel free to just add that in your comment. I would love to hear from you, what you're doing, how you're investing with Bitcoin and Litecoin or cryptos, what you think about all this crazy stuff. Just remember, be logical, be safe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you again.